Welcome back to Bump 200, and we are sitting comfortably. World's fastest bumper car up Indeed, folks, I'm starting to like the idea of the steering going under the motor. That is not too bad of an angle for the shaft. It'll be a little bit more upright than that. I think this could work. Yes, indeed, going through one of those tunnels there. Yeah, at the front of the engine. So that's all very encouraging. Not so encouraging is potentially this bloody sprocket again. I think, I'm not sure. It all depends where that rear sprocket ends up. But I think a new engine cradle cross member is going to be in the way. It's difficult to tell at this stage. It's marginal, I have to admit, and not insurmountable. We would have to put in some kind of hoopty, by which I mean something like this, which would also act as some kind of testicular guard, which would be kind of good. I was thinking we could slot in some of the cross section the other way around, feed it through there, but it's a little bit tight. So now what I'm thinking, actually, we just drill a hole. Yeah, that'll work. So for now, we'll do nothing. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Which reminds me, where's that rear axle that we left with Create Tech? I forget now whether I was waiting on them or they were waiting on me for some measurements. Better check in with them. Oh, I do know some other people's projects have taken preference over there. Hey, Mr. Griggs. So we're measuring for a steering rack. When I say we, I'm getting some help. Looks like we settled on 14 inches. I think I might have found something. Never been entirely happy with the whole go-kart kind of steering, the rods and twiddly bits and whatever. Much prefer a proper steering rack and pinion job. Anyway, yeah, I found these. And I had explored it before and found nothing suitable. But I did some further investigation. And turns out golf carts are close, but not good enough. These 14-inch boys are designed for dune buggies, apparently. Good enough for me. Now, whether those 14 inches are to the end of the little, what do you call those bearing things? Anyway, that actually connect to the wheels or not, or it's 14 inches plus those, I don't know. But never fear, because I've found an 11-inch version as well. And that will almost certainly work if this one doesn't. So, thanks to the recent kind donation from the aforementioned Mr. Griggs, I shall be ordering the 14-inch version and just seeing what it looks like. Talking of which, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so down here somewhere. If you haven't donated, then why not? And give the video the thumbs up while you're here, if you're still here. Are you still here? Right, for those of you who made it past the asking for money bit, thank you for continuing to watch. Let's get on with it. And there's all kinds of universal joints and connecting rods and God knows what that are available. Oh, look what arrived today, folks. Yes, cute, isn't it? Yeah. I like this, and this will definitely kind of fit with the idea of putting the steering rod underneath the motor. It's just a question of whether it actually fits. Well, I've got to say, it's looking hopeful. Well, it's pretty close, if not perfect, because, as you remember, this rod is a little short, and we were going to modify the longer one to get the right distance. I think this is going to work. It is indeed 14 inches. So I've drilled the one hole for now on this side, just because I've kind of laid these up and working out where everything's going to go, and we don't want to drill too many holes in the chassis more than we need to, and just working out whether it'll actually work at the back there, or we have to flip the whole thing around and have the steering at the front. I think it's going to work. I mean, I think that steering rack is going to fit right there, actually, on our engine cradle. It may need a little padding. Essentially, something like that. If that bloody water pump doesn't get in the way. Which it looks like it will. So that'll be the next thing to circumvent. And there it is, in place. Obviously it won't be dangling in the breeze, we'll have to mount it to something here. It's almost exactly an inch below the actual chassis, and probably about 2 inches out. But it all fits. Even alignment wise it's not bad, honestly. We've got a little bit of toe in, which is probably what we want. Wow, that's a miracle. Well, you like it when a plan works. That's very good indeed, but encouraging. Yes indeed, folks, and I think on that up note we'll leave it for this time. I'll get back to you with the latest updates as soon as possible. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in again, as always. If you haven't subscribed already, do so down here somewhere, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.